Congress is at a crossroads days before a potential federal shutdown. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy digging in today, vowing he will not take up Senate legislation designed to keep the federal government fully running beyond midnight Saturday. He's also acknowledging that stark divisions within his own conference hampered the House's ability to do its job. So what would happen if lawmakers are unable to reach an agreement? KTVU's Tom Bakar joins us now live in studio with some answers. Tom.
Well, a lot of it will depend on how long a shutdown lasts, but here's the initial read.
Every path they have pursued to date will inevitably lead to a shutdown.
We will solve the problems before us, and every day will be better than the day before. Some days you stumble, and some days you get better.
In one way or another, almost all of the 438 federal agencies and sub-agencies will be affected. That, in turn, impacts the majority of the federal government's 4 million civilian employees and military members. If Congress stumbles, starting at your front door, the mail will still be delivered because the Postal Service is not funded by taxes. Social Security checks will continue, as will Medicare and Medicaid. In the death and taxes realm, though IRS offices will likely be shuttered, national cemeteries functions will continue. National parks will likely be open, but restrooms and other facilities may not, and employees will not be paid. Passport and visa processing will continue, but many local offices may be closed. Almost all TSA employees, as well as air traffic controllers, though unpaid, will be on duty, but many expected sick calls will slow security lines, so get to the airport early. On the military side, veterans will continue to receive pension and access to medical facilities. Though still on duty, though, the nation's 1.3 million active duty personnel will not be paid. Then there are the tens of thousands of federal contractors that supply $600 billion in products and services to Uncle Sam each year. Many will have to furlough their workers who, unlike federal employees, will receive no back pay. Nonetheless, contractors that furlough employees must still obey federal and state wage and hour laws, as well as unemployment compensation laws.
Now we're in the middle of a process fight amongst our own, and I think a process fight doesn't really help us.
Now, to say the least, the federal government represents an enormous part of the American economy. In fact, it represents 25%, a full quarter of the entire United States gross domestic product. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, so this wouldn't, if it does shut down, wouldn't be the first time, but how long ago was it that the government did shut down?
Well, it looks like this will be number 23 that we've had, and the last one was in 2018 and 2019. It lasted 35 days. It ended up costing the government in extra funds $5 billion. 400,000 people were furloughed, 380,000 people were put in a situation where they had to work without pay. There was a lot of rancor, a lot of discord, and in fact, it was not a very successful thing. We need to stop doing this because it does impact the economy too much when it's 25% of it.
Yeah, hardship for many, many people. All right, Tom Bakar reporting live for us tonight. Tom,
sure.
Thanks.